So I have many collections that I've been working on over the last 40, 50 years. And the majority of them have been about women, about the empowerment of the feminine principle, actually. And here are examples from different periods in my career of images of women that I have done, all relating to experiences in my life. For instance, these were jungle magic pieces, as at one time I lived in the jungle here in Puerto Vallarta. But I also have some fanciful ones about struggle, about life out of balance, about friends and divas, women in many different shapes, sizes, careers, livelihood, but that the importance of friends is like a major part of being a woman. A really important collection of mine that I have been working on for many years. Certainly it has developed over the years to become more dimensional in its characterization, have been how does your garden grow? And it began with creating women beautifully but empowered in their vision, in their connection with you as a viewer towards them. There's a femininity to them, but at the same time, a stare, a power, an essence that exists in them. It's about the beauty of women, about the surrender of women, about the defiance and the just the strength of women in general. And I love the fact that these are at a time when I was exploring, after having done a thesis exhibition that was about sort of anger and power and that sort of women, I watch me roar, but I was playing with this idea of discovery, of coming back to that sense of femininity and how the combination of that masculine and feminine energy is necessary to create and embody a wholeness. Each of us, both men and women, need to embrace their identities as masculine and feminine in energetics. So these are some of those pieces that I did over the years that are indicative of those thoughts that I was having about the beauty and growth and empowerment of women. So as you're going to see here, men begin to start showing up in my works, but they also embody that masculine feminine energy. And it's my hope that men will learn that the importance of their embracing their feminine side is equally as important as women embracing their masculine side. So keep watching and you will see that the pieces that are showing up are embracing a balance to some degree. So enjoy. One of my favorite things to do, especially when I'm traveling, is visual journaling. These are some examples of pieces that I've done that are very personal and have a lot of self-portraits with writings inside of them. It's a fabulous way to document your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas while you're traveling or while you're home, to do self-portraits over and over and over again and embellish them and tell a story to yourself about what you're projecting to be or feel or do, or how you don't want to feel anymore. It's an extraordinary way of self-discovery through the visual arts. I have in the past done workshops, Express Your Heart Through Art, which is a powerful workshop. It's a time where you learn to embrace in a group ideas about yourself, about growth, about tears, about joy, about everything that women go through and share together, much more than men have in the past and in the present. So now you begin to see some difference in the approach to the canvas, the way that I am developing the images of the women. They're not just traditional in the painting process, but there's more of an embellishment of collaging and drawing and layering, which is a storytelling way of saying we hide behind things, we add, embellish things, we write in our own stories about ourselves. The paintings become more intricate in different kinds of detail rather than just paint strokes. Here I've written in the mouth something. Sometimes the eyes say more than the mouth. It happens over and over. The stories are written into the faces as well as the faces, giving you that sense of what the title might be. So keep watching the difference in the way that the images begin to develop. Interspersed in between, there are some pieces from the past because I didn't have an opportunity to change the order with which these paintings were done. So you will see some that are from the past and from the future in the stream of works. One of my most important collections in my mind in the development of my process as an artist is my storytelling for my thesis exhibition, which was all about falling from grace, all about life accidents, pathfinders, self-discovery, questioning the status quo, trying to hang on to the past and how important it feels, but in that process you discover that there's so many more doors to go through. There's so much more to learn than what you have developed over the years as a woman, and how those stories begin begin to fall away, it's not your story. Your story is empowered, and you finally surrender and learn to create a new story about yourself. Here are some more visual journaling pages, and I must say that I feel that myself as an artist, all paintings I do, it doesn't matter if it's architecture, black male musicians, animals, landscapes, the ocean, everything that I paint is a self-portrait. It tells a story about myself, about how I am developing as a human being, how the world in all its glory is developing in new ideas. It's important to begin to understand and embrace other ideas that you may not have known in your lifetime, and to see how other people feel about themselves and how they fit into the world. This painting is a portrait of 9 women dancing, and it's all about embracing that element of beauty of the body, but not being objectified. That was in my thesis exhibition, and every single one of those women that was in that painting posed for me during my thesis exhibition. No matter what size or shape or color they were proud of who they were at the end of the thesis, because they posed for me through a 3-year period, and it was powerful. Two years ago, during the summertime, as the world was spiraling out of control, this series of paintings developed, and it's called The Gravity of Hope. And this collection is probably one of my most important collections of work to date. It is beautiful, powerful, embracing ideas about how it is important to embrace just the beauty of humanity, and to let go of ideas about how people should be and how people are treated in a social structure that's crumbling. We need more love and more spirituality, more embracing of cultures and nature and men and women in general. I have begun to have a client base that I'm on a regular basis of gay men who have taught me a lot about life in general. This is the Hanging in the Balance collection, my response to women's rights. Again, another story about, we are each an individual making choices for ourselves, and it's important to allow people to make their own stories, to choose their own way of being in the world, and not to have others telling them how to live their lives. And this was a really important collection that I created, and is now being shown in Palm Beach, and will go to the Miami show in December. So I'm pretty excited about that. This season, I have begun to paint more and more masculine figures with a sense of femininity, but power at the same time. And it's been an extraordinary experience to be able to converse, to share, to sell, to have collectors that understand what the story is about, that sense of masculine and feminine energy in all of us.
Living life in color.